welcome to Rapid Motion Africa. We carry on with round 6 of the Pro Tour from East London Grand Prix Circuit and the two challenges, Goldwagen Challenge and Altec Porsche 924 Challenge. A big thanks to Goldwagen for all their support for the 2009 Goldwagen Challenge. The most picturesque circuit in the country, East London Grand Prix Circuit and the Bigfoot Express Freight Race Day, saw the next round of the Goldwagen Challenge take to the circuit. And really we were in for some amazing action because the weather was going to play havoc with most of these cars. The Goldwagen Challenge made up of all Volkswagen products, and unfortunately some of them not as good as others when it comes to aerodynamics. Lee Thompson was the top of Class A. He was there with Ray Wilford and Andy Gossman. Jake Jacobs and Boyter Roos would try and catch Ryan Tholey in Class P.
Ray, tell me about the 2009 season so far. Been up and down, starting to turn things around at East London though.
Matt, we've been plagued with a few problems, but we're slowly but surely ironing them out. Thanks to the guys at RBTS and Dictator and that, we're really getting the car on pace now. I think today, it's going to be a good race today.
What turns things around? I mean, obviously you like the track down here. It's all about the slipstream. I've overused that word way too much in my interviews already, but that's what it's about.
Matt, I don't think the pole man is going to be pole for very long with such a long straight. So I think being second on the grid is a good advantage, but then again for anyone behind first, second and third, it's also an advantage.
Ryan, Class P is down here at East London and the wind is pumping. That's going to be the name of the game of racing, slipstream.
I think the slipstream is the answer today, but the wind changes here quickly. As we've seen with some of the competitors, so do the engines. The guys have had some struggle this weekend in terms of setting cars up and getting things settled, but I think everybody's in the race, every single Class P, and I think it's going to be a lovely race. The times are within a half a second of one another, so it's going to be close.
Just over 20 cars in classes A and P lining up to rock and roll and down towards turn 1, which is Potter's Pass, one of the fastest corners in the Grand Prix circuit, and it really is a tough corner to handle. With me in the commentary booth, as always, Graham Nathan. Nathan, a couple of weeks ago, but I was involved in another Goldwagen series, and of course, when you get into a corner like this, it gets real.
It does definitely get real on board with Kieran. Look, no brake lights at all, Greg. These guys are flat out, straight out the gate. The tires are still ice cold, but they are on it right away.
Speaking of on it, who's that at the back of the field in the Time Mining car? I think that might be yours truly, but we'll get to that a bit later because look at you, where are you going? Left and right, trying to find a way through, but hallelujah, Ryan Tholey has made a good start for a change. Well done, Ryan.
Well done, Ryan, and Jake Jacobs all over him. Clayton LaRue right there, both the wrists sitting going, hang on, let me just warm these tires before I start getting it sideways. But back to Class A, we've got Lee Thompson, then we've got Ray Wilford right behind him. He's having a look at gate. He's under pressure from Andy. Andy Gossman goes up the inside. Can he make it stick? Let's have a look here, Greg. Andy goes, whoa, they slam the door. And that is Ray Wilford closing the door on board with Wayne Masters. He dives up the inside of Kieran Kwambi. He's on his way through. He wants to the front.
He certainly does. He hasn't made up any other ground. He started in 5th place and now still in 5th place as they come onto the back straight. Wayne Masters, the Jonas Wade Volkswagen Golf once again. Here we go on board with him as they head up towards Beacon Corner. Here's very late braking, and can he make up the maneuver there on Thompson as we see the Class Ps coming into the complex for the very first time.
That's Calamity Dion, as we fondly know him. That's Dion Holiday in the orange car, a newcomer to the series, doing a great job. But have a look at this. All 6 cars right with each other. We've even got young Daniel Rowe. He's in the borrowed car from Greg.
Yeah, he certainly is. Nathan's Motorsport, that's it. Yeah, we'll say it's our cars. They come across the line to start another lap. Look how close it is between the Class A's. Kieran Kwambi under big pressure. So is his teammate. But he's starting to pull a bit of a gap now on Ray Wilford because Wilford is having to keep Gossman at bay. Look at Gossman. Up the inside into Potters. This is going to be tight. Oh, man, Ray Wilford shuts the door.
Gossman rolls out of it. But have a look at this. Quinton Thompson stays on the throttle as Andy lifts off the throttle to allow Ray Wilford through. He loses 2 positions between Potters and Rifle due to that lift. He's got a whole bunch of work to do right now again.
He does as they come on the brakes for Cochabana Corner. Tight stuff as they go into this right-hander onto the beach straight. Now you got to get the drive. You can get the... Whoa! Kwambi going off. Thompson going off. A lot of guys getting it completely sideways. That's not going to help the cars out, and it's going to do a bit of damage if they keep that kind of driving up.
Ryan Tholey out in front. He's trying as hard as he can. As you can see, brake smoke all over. There I go up the inside of Jake Jacobs, forcing Jake's wide. Jake hangs it around the outside and stays there. Clayton LaRue dives in behind me, hoping for the slipstream. Voter is in behind Clayton. There's 4 or 5 cars going at gate.
That's what it's all about in Class P, and coming into gate corner, Jake Jacobs under pressure from your teammate yourself, and then around the outside comes Clayton LaRue. He's going to have to hang on, can he? Yes, he can. Only just into gate corner, now into the S's, looking for a way past, can't find a way past, and it is all about Nathan and Jake Jacobs holding line astern at the moment, and VWChallengeSA nearly snuck through too.
VWChallengeSA just sitting here waiting for them to make an error. You can have a look. He's got so much time, he can drive inside, outside, but it's Dion and Young Rowe also having a go out in front. Though in Class A is all about Lee Thompson. He's going away at the moment, Greg.
Things are changing in second place though. It's Thompson up into second place. That's Quinton Thompson. Then right behind him, it is Ray Wolford. Andy Gossman has got ahead of Wayne Masters. So the slipstream effect that we heard from Matt a little bit earlier is starting to come into play here. And on the main straightaways, that's where you put it into big use.
Look how they go. It just creeps straight up behind that Golf 2 behind the Golf 1. The Golf 1's smaller than the Golf 2, but yet the hole that it's making is big enough for Ray to get right there.
Onto the brakes and into Kogabana once again. Now we see a little bit of movement, a little bit further back. Rodriguez up the inside. Can he make it stick? Yes, he can. Kwambi has no answer. But Kwambi is trying hard. He's going to have to try even harder now because he's got to make up the maneuver there from Eddie Rodriguez as they go down the back straight away. And it looks like coming along in the background, that looks like the Sabertech car. Yes, indeed. So Smallberger getting involved in the action too.
Absolutely. Derek's also having a look. But have a look here once again into gate. Andy Gossman has made it back to behind Ray Wolford. Ray is under pressure. Wayne Masters is sitting there doing a great job with the camera thing. Come on, guys, let's have a go at this. Let's go. We got to catch Lee Thompson. This is all about Wayne Masters' championship right now, and he's losing out big time.
Golf 1s are first and second. Golf 2s, 3 and 4. And then we got a Golf 4 here stuck in 5th place. So it's all about Volkswagen Golf at the front. The Polos don't seem to have the answer in this particular category in Class A. They're very
looking
quick.
up the inside. Look. Whoa, 2 cars with 1 move. He slams it into the side of Quinton Thompson. Andy Gossman so late on the brake. Ray Wolford is now going to take the initiative and go down the inside. Those 2 guys had to hold each other up. Ray runs it down the inside. Andy's hanging on around the outside. Wayne Masters is trying to get into the slipstream. He just can't get there right now.
Late braking from Nathan to keep Clayton LaRue at bay, but Jake Jacobs hasn't found a way past LaRue just yet as they come into the main straightaway. Now we're going to see the slipstream effect. There's 4 cars, and they're all going to try and get the pull from the Pren Properties car of Ryan Tholey. It's Nathan in the Time Lightning car right behind him, and then we see 2 Polo Classics right on his tail. It's like a VTEC trailer tucked in behind there.
Oh, some bad luck for Adrian Dalton. He's a newcomer to the field. But have a look at the Polo guys. Around Potter's Pass. Clayton LaRue goes up the inside. Can he make this one stick? Jake Jacobs in behind Clayton LaRue. He's going to try and get the slipstream. The 2 cars drafting each other. Should outrun the one around the outside. And Clayton goes up the inside of me.
Yes, he does. He looks for a way pass onto the brakes now. Can he make it stick? Late braking from LaRue, even later braking from Nathan. But unfortunately, the Martin LaRue Motors car goes through and into second place. Now looking to try and catch the Pren Properties car who leads Class P. And it's Jake Jacobs. All problems here for Wayne Masters. Masters pulling into pit lane. What a pity. The JohnSway Golf looks like that might be a little bit of problem with the engine. He'll be back a bit later.
Absolutely, but it's not very good for his championship. Let's have a look here once again at Potters. Kieran takes the slingshot. He goes past from about 5th position. He's gone right up past Andy Gossman, who was lying in second. Who's that? That's a back mark in Class P that they're going past. They are going so quick down here. Greg, have a look. Is he going to stick it out on the inside? Quinton Thompson goes defensive. Kieran also goes to the inside. Ray is now stuck on the outside. These 2 guys have been banging handlebars, pushing and shoving, and there's some more. A little bit of pushing from Quinton, and Ray has to take to the lawn. Andy Gossman trying as hard as he can to get back there now.
Well, he's got a bit of a gap to make up now because they pulled away from him down through Potters and Rifle, and now on the beat straight they've got a bit of an advantage. They come into gate corner, the S's are looming. Oh, changes the front end here. LaRue's hit the front. What's happened to the Pren Properties car? He's fallen to 4th place as Nathan sneaks up the inside. Oh, this is all about Nathan's motorsport, bullying the man out front.
Nah, there's no bullying at all. A great job there from Clayton LaRue. He is showing Jake Jacobs a way around at the moment. Let's have a look. I'm in behind Jake Jacobs. Ryan is next to me. We're going down to gate. It's time to outbrake you, Ryan, and there it is. Ryan decides to wait. We're following Clayton LaRue's footsteps here. Jake's under pressure all the way through gate at the moment. Clayton doing a great job. out in front, head down and going away.
Now, don't worry, Ryan. I also would have been intimidated by the big stare coming across from that Silver Time Mining polo. But take it right back at him. Come on, don't be scared. Get onto him. Yes, you can. Up the back straight away and get into the slipstream. You can look for a way past. I know Nathan's bad on the brakes at Beacon Corner. I've seen it.
Ryan Thurlow is going to definitely have a look. Or maybe he decides to stay out there and wait. Oh, some brake smoke. Clayton LaRue under massive pressure. There are 4 cars trying to take position number 1.
2 Polo Classics and 2 Polo players for Class P at the moment. And now it's Clayton LaRue that is the lead car. Unfortunately, that's not where you want to be, especially in this particular position. Because as you go into the 2 corners coming up, Potters and Rifle, that's where the slipstream effect comes into play. And here comes Jake Jacobs to show you just how to do it.
Jake Jacobs goes up the inside. Clayton has to wait. And let's see if he's compromised. I think he has. I'm sure that he can use enough of the slipstream to get past him. There goes the silver car up the inside. Ryan Thurlow doing the camera work for us up the inside. Does Ryan go with him? Or does Clayton slam the door? Ryan is going to go up the inside of Clayton here. Can he brake late enough to hold Clayton out?
Oh, speaking of braking late, there's 4 cars all braking late into Cochabana, and side by side, oh, a little touch there between the 2 of you, Nathan and Clayton LaRue coming together, but now they are side by side. Jake Jacobs pulling away, coming in amongst some of the other pack markers in Class P. They won't be worried about that as they come into gate corner. So they're going up this side. Oh, LaRue gets it completely sideways and takes to the Supermoto circuit.
Yeah, LaRue goes straight on. I'm sure he might have been distracted by the car that we were coming up on. That's Charles Taylor that unfortunately had a problem in his polo. But have a look at how close these cars are. New polos, old polos, they're right there. Back to the front. And we've got Ray Wilford and Kieran Kwambi. Kieran goes around the outside at Potters. Greg, that is flat out stuff. That is so fast.
Yeah, and Ian has got some serious grip on those tyres to go around the outside of Potters. They've got a sticker here at the East London Grand Prix circuit that says, I've got the balls for Potters. He certainly does. He should have it on the back end. Now onto the brakes, into Cochabana. Can he hang it? Yes, he can.
Kieran on the braking.
Wow, that's amazing. That's awesome.
Ray Wilford is thinking, there's no way you're going to stop this car. And he makes it. Kieran makes it. He stays on the road. In fact, he's got slightly ahead of Ray. And he's probably sitting there going, who's going to crash next? Because he could not believe it himself.
As they come down towards gate corner now, Ray Wilford has got the inside line, but has he got what it takes on the brakes? They're going to go in there side by side. Yes, indeed. Kwame's not holding back anything. Oh, it's gone a little wide. Oh,
Kieran throws it away on the lawn, trying to outdo Ray on the brakes. Well done, Ray Wilford. Derek Smallberger now having a look around the outside of Kieran. Can he make that on stick? Kieran has gone from 2nd back down to 5th position, and he can't believe one mistake can do that to you here.
Checkered flag should be coming out real soon for this man, but he has been untouchable. 10 seconds to go. And as it comes out, he is going to be the man to beat in the second heat as we get all the cars starting together. Second place is going to go to Ray Wilford, but only just ahead of Andy Gossman. And then we see Kieran Kwambi, the fighter, in 4th. Down into Class P, though, the battle's not over yet. It's Nathan's Motorsport 1, 2, and 3. Jake Jacobs, the leader in Class P Championship, taking on his rival in the Prent Properties machine. And I don't think Tholo's going to have an answer just yet, because he's going to have to try in the second heat to outdo Jake Jacobs, who's going to take the victory here in Class P. Tholo in 2nd, Nathan in 3rd, and it's going to be VWChallengeSA who takes 4th place. And a great drive from Daniel Rowe to finish up in 5th in the Nathan's Polo. But look at that, Ray Wilford, a 5-second penalty for not attending driver's briefing.
That was one real race. Really, it turned into a second place dice from the get-go. Lee Thompson was off the front, but second place, that was hard work. And going into the last lap, well, you tell me.
Yeah, well, going into the last lap, Ray got into the inside of me coming out of Cochabana, and I was on the outside, tried to keep it on the outside of him and lock it up. Went off onto the dirt, managed to get back on again, but got on behind Ray and Andy.
Nathan, we don't see you at the Goldwagens very often. In fact, most of the time you're behind the mic, but now you're behind the wheel. How'd it go?
Oh, it was a great race. I had to come from behind. I gave Jakes a few times up the arse, but didn't go too bad.
Jakes, how'd that feel?
Oh, that was good.
No, but seriously, you guys were looking good. I mean, the Class Ps are looking astounding. 4 of you guys basically cruising around the entire race, and then kind of got loose towards the end.
Yeah, Matt, the story is not the truth. Yesterday in the second heat, we blew a motor. And then thanks to Graham and Dean, which worked their heart out, they fitted the new motor. We dyno-tuned it last night. And this morning we were on pace. And it was an absolute astonishing race. I tell you, we were fighting for positions at every corner, not even every lap.
Certainly was. Now we move on to classes B and C, and another 20 cars about to make their way out onto the track. Peter Thompson was quickest in Class B, and Bartram and Leicester have got a bit of work to do to catch the old man. Elna Cruiser has got Giles Darroch and Yannick van Rooyen in Class C.
Peter, coming into the Class Bs at East London and all of a sudden on pole, putting some of those big hitters behind you as well.
What do you mean all of a sudden? I've been trying for 2 years to get there. Eventually I've managed to get there, but very close and very tight, and we hope it will be a good day for us because we come quite a distance from the bushveld up north, but great to be here, beautiful place, very nice sponsors for the series, everything's going well. Nice guys we're racing against, everything great.
Elna Goldwagen, let's talk about the Class Cs. A little bit of luck down here at East London. Tell me what's been happening.
Well, with my car, first I broke a wheel bearing 3 laps in first practice, so it took missed the rest of the day to get the wheel bearing sorted. Went out in qualifying 3 laps, and then the motor went. So I had all of 6 laps this fall.
6 laps is definitely what you want at East London Grand Prix Circuit to get used to a car and get it set up. But let's see if Elna can put it onto the tarmac now as we go on board with Philip Cruiser, her husband, looking back at the Class B field.
He doesn't get such a good start. The guys, Quinton Needham goes right around the outside of him. Let's see if he can make it stick from the outside. But out in front, we've got Peter Thompson, Chad Bartram, Leicester's out there as well. These guys are going at it straight away. On the lawn, it's one of the Class C members.
Dion van der Vat looking for a way pass so early on and using a bit of grass as we go on board with Elna Cruiser into Potters for the first time. And it's going to be a tight step. The Giulio Sabatini Auto Volkswagen here as we go into Potters Pass. Look at how the cars start to slip inside. Van der Vat up the inside. That's the man who's on the grass, and he's actually used it to good advantage because he's got ahead of Elna.
Out in front though, we've still got Peter Thompson. He is under massive pressure. Quinton Needham has lost that position once again to Philip Cruiser. Falling off the road like that's not going to help you, buddy. Let's put your head down and go hard. On board with Dean Leicester as he sits behind Chad Bartram. He's trying to get the slingshot. Going into gate. The outside is not the place to be, but he's having a look. Inside, outside. On the brakes. Chad goes up the inside. Peter Thompson runs it a bit wide. Peter! Find the apex, old toppy.
Yeah, he's trying hard though, but he's got massive pressure from both Leicester and Bartram. Bartram in the Coastal Kitchens car, Leicester in the Leicester Properties machine, the VW Technique machine, and of course Quinton Needham now putting pressure onto Cruiser. So there's 5 Golf 1s. Then we got the first of the Golf 2s, that's Derek Minnie. And just behind him, a good resurgence from Craig Gammy.
On board again with Dean Leicester, and as they go up to Beacon Bend, these guys are so late on the brakes. As the tarmac changes, up the inside comes Philip Cruiser. Can he make a move here? He does. He sticks it up the inside of Dean Leicester. A surprise, but can he keep the drive? No, not this time. Needham going once again around the, is it the inside this time? They are going so close to each other. But Philip Cruiser, Quinton Needham, a drag race down to the bottom, and the bottom is Potters Pass. This time it is Needham on the inside, Philip on the outside. Let's see who can make it through here. But out in front we got Peter. No, this time we got Chad. Peter stays out the throttle and he loses from first to third position.
He might even lose fourth. He's going to lose fourth as well, mate. Look at that. Needham sneaks up the inside, so a little bit of a tap off going into Potters, and that's how costly it can be. 3 positions, possibly even 4, because we might even see sneaking up. Yes, we do. Oh no, just tucked in behind Peter Thompson was Philip Cruiser.
No,
Cruiser comes out onto the brakes. Oh, but Thompson goes defensive.
Whoa! Oh man, Thompson's so late on the brakes. That's going, old-timer. You go, Quinton Needham sign. Once again off on the grass, and it's Philip Cruiser taking evasive action on the other side. But having a look here, Elna Cruiser now goes up the inside of Dion van der Vat. There is through Potters. She's trying to make amends for her poor start. Up the inside of Dion van der Vat. She's following Charles Smallberger through rifle range. Charles is doing a great job. He's up into 3rd position for the first time he's ever been to this racetrack.
That's an amazing drive from the youngster. An amazing drive from the youngster. There we go up the inside. Look at that, Elna Cruiser and Dion van der Vat maintaining their battle as they go into Cochabana corner. They can't get past the red Golf of Smallberger just yet, but out in front it is the incredible Golf of Yannick van Rooyen, who leads out ahead of Giles Darroch. Darroch is flying at the moment, looking for a way past. Hasn't found one yet. Cruiser up the inside of van der Vat. Can she make it sick this time? This time she can. Dion is going to have to tap out.
He has no option. He has to wait for... Why is she giving him so much space? Elna opens the door once again, and Dion goes, okay, I'll have that.
Oh,
he throws it away.
Oh, no, man. You guys are having too much fun out there. Stop looking at each other. Watch the track.
Dion throws it away. Come, Elna going, thank you very much, I'll have that, I need that breather. But out on track again, we've still got Chad Bartram. Have a look here, we've still got Quinton Needham and Philip Cruiser. Quinton and Philip flat out through Potters Pass. No lifting at all. Have a look at the slipstream effect. These 2 cars are going to go straight back to the 3 cars that are in front of them.
Oh,
but
he might have
Quinton
got
has
a
a
bit
look
early
at
there.
And
Yes, they're
Leicester.
looking for a way up the inside. Can you believe that? And he's going to take Thompson with him. Leicester gets onto the brakes, but he's not as good as what we see from the White Golf. The Coastal Kitchens car goes around the outside. Hangs on, even though he was on the outside of Cocobana corner. So maintaining the lead, Chad Bartram. Then we got Leicester. Then it's Peter Thompson. And who's come through out of those orange Golfs? Is it going to be Needham? Yes, it is. Only just ahead of Philip Cruiser. What a great dice.
Chad Bartram under massive pressure. Peter Thompson going up the inside of Dean. Dean slams the door in front of Uncle Peter, and he has to sit there and wait for another lap. Chad is getting a breather here. You guys mustn't hold each other up. Go get him. And Quinton Needham opening a bit of a gap on Philip. Philip probably taking a breather himself.
Certainly would be. It's a very, very demanding circuit. Real racing at a real racetrack, as always, comes at the front end of the field. And here at the front end of Class C, the battle continues between Darroch and Yanni van Rooyen. Yanni van Rooyen has not been better from the word go. He got off the line brilliantly, went into Potters first and has led out so far. But it is all about Giles Darroch, and he hasn't found a way past just yet.
Giles is trying so hard, Greg. He is trying inside, outside, wherever he can go. He is unfortunately up against the experience of Yanni van Rooyen. Yanni has done this a whole bunch of times. But back to the Class B leaders, we've still got Chad Bartram, Dean Leicester on board with Dean as Chad breaks going in. He's gets it all sideways.
No,
Chad throws it away. Dean is probably going, I don't believe this, for 1 minute.
You know what he was doing? He was car watching. He was watching the car in front. All of a sudden looked in the rearview mirror, saw that missed the braking marker and climbed on the brakes too hard, and he's now fallen behind Philip Cruiser. So what a pity. Our leader's gone from about first place all the way down to fifth.
You know what he's doing right now, Greg, and that's swearing at himself for making that move. Peter Thompson and Dean Leicester now with a massive breather. Philip Cruiser, look at Chad. He is so mad. How late is that on the brake? Philip's probably going, done right into me, dude. Whoa!
In fact, he moved off the track. He was so worried. No, there's a problem with Philip Cruiser's car. He's pulled onto the side of the circuit. That's a pity because he was right in it too. And now we got changes. So it's Leicester from Thompson. Those are the first two cars through. This is a back marker in the way. Then we got Quinton Needham. And Needham is going to have to keep his eyes on that rearview mirror because there is a very fired up Chad Bartram. With about 4 or 5 laps to go now, we are in for a superb ending to this Class B and C battle.
Chad's helmet is a whole color of red mist. All he can see out of that window is red, and he's going at it. He's going to be flat out. Yanni van Rooyen still under massive pressure from Giles Darroch. He is trying everything he knows in his limited experience of East London. Yanni knows, you go to the inside, don't try and be there at the end.
No, you got to try and be there at the end. That's what you got to do, is be at the front. But of course, with the slipstream effect, Giles Darroch hasn't been able to use it. He's in much closer than what he has been over the last couple of laps. But we've got Derek Minnie just in the front end here and probably going to get in the way. The blue flags will be waving, and let's see whether or not Giles Darroch can use the slipstream. He seems to be close enough, but he just doesn't know what to do at the end to pull out and actually use the slipstream. Can he get it right as we go on board with the Giulio Sabatini Auto Golf of Elna Cruiser looking back at Charles Smallberger?
This is Charles Smallberger having a look up the inside. He's having a look up the inside of Elna, going down to rifle range. We can't see anything. That means he's right next to her. Does he hang it around the inside? Let's have a look when we come out on the picture at the bottom of the straight. Who has gonna get to the corner?
Looks like he's got it. He might just have hung on, and Elna's gonna have to fall back into 4th place. Yes, she does. So a great bit of driving there from Charles Smallberger. His first time in a wide. Oh no! He ran wide. That's bad.
Jeez, all that draft and straight off the road. But the leader and the winner, Dean Leicester from Peter Thompson and Chad Bartram.
Bartram eventually nicking it and taking 3rd place away from Quinton Needham after that big mistake. So great effort there from Bartram in the Coastal Kitchens machine. Yanni van Rooyen in the incredible golf finishes up in 1st place ahead of Giles Darroch, and Elna Cruiser eventually outdoes Charles Smallberger for 3rd and 4th.
The experience in motor racing started at a young age and now doing well in the Goldwagen Challenge. Another win.
Yeah, I couldn't have asked for a better race. The start was very close, very tight. Nice dice in the beginning. Yeah, I was behind Chad. Unfortunately, I think he tried to push a bit harder, or I'm not sure. He ended up making an error, and it worked to my advantage this time. So
you can't make an error in this kind of racing, because they're all around you.
Yeah, I know. I've had my day. He's had his day making an error. I think I just got lucky today.
Heat 2 of Goldwagen Challenge just after the break. Welcome back to the East London Grand Prix circuit for some more Goldwagen Challenge action. It's Heat 2, and it's the entire field joining us on the grid. Look at that. Almost 45 cars on the grid. This is what it's all about, Nate. Going into turn 1, and lots of action coming our way.
A great start again from Lee Thompson. Whoa, Eddie Rodriguez on the lawn. It's not quite the quickest loop, but let's see if he's gone around somebody who's missed a gear. Wayne Masters now up into third position. He got Andy Gossman straight off. Oh, look at that. VWChallengeSA has taken over Ryan Thole's let's not start position.
I wonder who this might be. This is Graham Nathan, and looks like he might be making his way through the field quite rapidly in the time mining polo. He's up to about 5th place at the moment, looking to sneak up on the inside as this Class B gets away, and Peter Thompson under pressure immediately from Chad Bartram.
Chad Bartram lights the wheels up there. Peter Thompson, a great start there, and off they go. Let's go on board with my car, and we follow Ryan Thole. Let's go down into rifle range. I've got from 5th to 4th to 3rd to 2nd. Let's see if we can make it going to Cocobana. I think I'm going to surprise Ryan Thole, and there it is, up the inside into Cocobana. Ryan Thole could not believe his eyes.
Now Ryan looked across and went, hang on a second, what is the silver polo doing here so quickly?
Sorry Greg, a great drive.
Hey, hold on a second. What are you doing, Daniel Rowe, in my car?
Daniel Rowe mowing the lawn a little bit, but let's get back to Dion Holiday, straight into 3rd or 4th position. Jakes Jacobs not knowing where he came from. Back to the front, we've got Wayne Masters, we've got Andy Gossman, we've got... Why is Ray Wilford so far back, Greg?
Ray Wilford's made a mistake going into Cocobana, I think, and that's the problem. He's dropped out of the contention. Remember, he also got a 5-second penalty in the first heat, so he's got a lot of work to do to make up and try and get some more championship points. This is Class B. Look how close it's getting. Look, Cruz around the outside. Needham's on the inside. In fact, he's in the middle, because on the inside of him, that was one of the blue golfs. That was Gossman. Greg Gossman. Wowee, that's amazing stuff. 3 golfs into gate corner.
Philip lost out there big time. Gossman throws it up the inside. Stuart Mack now all over the back of Philip's motorcar. They've managed to fix it in between the heats. I don't know what the problem was, but it's back and running. As we look back at Stuart Mack, he's trying as hard as he possibly can, and so is everybody else around. Peter Thompson looks like he's in the front. Peter has got to the front. He has pushed Chad Bartram out somewhere. Chad is now sitting there going, I'm coming to get you guys. The slipstream is going to work. Peter goes defensive. He goes up against Yomko. But Dion Holiday has made a mistake. He's going to get shot up by B-class cars very soon.
They are coming at a rapid rate of knots as they come down here. 45-degree knot wind into it, straight into it. Headwind down the main straightaway. Now we go a little bit further back. Battles all the way through. This is Dion van der Walt looking for a way up the inside. This is the Class C battle. This is about 4th and 5th on the road. And it's the number 87 car there who's tucked in there at the moment. Andre Needham. And of course, if you're in a Needham car, you need to have bright orange or bright yellow wheels. That's what it's all about if you're part of the Needham racing team. It's like being part of the Nathan's Motorsport team. Have a black bonnet.
That's the way. Jake Jacobs has gone to the front. He's managed to get to the front. Ryan is in 3rd. Ryan goes up the inside of my car. But no, not this time. Gate to the rear as you look up the inside of Ryan's car. All over the show. There is action in Class B. This is a great formula.
I don't want to say anything, but I'm going to say there's going to be a little bit of argy-bargy between Thole and LaRue, and possibly between Nathan and LaRue as well. Watch this space, folks. That's all I'm saying. He's not going to take it like he did in the first heat. He's going to give it a little bit more than what he did. And look at that. Thole's under pressure.
Jake,
Jacobs throws it away. Oh, Jakes, what are you doing, mate?
Thank you very much. I'll have that. I don't think I was laughing a lot when that happened. But a great catch there by Jake Jacobs. He throws it away, comes back in 4th position. All the work to be done once again. Greg Gossman goes up the inside of Needham this time. Have a look, can he make it thick? Needham goes around the outside. Greg gives him space. A great bit of driving from those two drivers.
Driving from those two. Look at that, side by side into the second part of the complex. Gossman around the outside, hangs on and makes the maneuver. He keeps that position. Oh, and Minnie gets it completely wrong. Onto the grass, onto the inside. Cruiser having to take evasive action, and it just carries on. We go back to Class A, and here we have some more of the same.
Ray Wilford goes up the inside of Eddie Rodriguez at Potter's Pass. Derek Schwarberger had to roll out of the throttle there. Who knows what was going to happen if he had stayed in it, but he now jumped back in the slipstream. But out in front, we've got Andy Gossman all over the back of Lee Thompson, and he's got big pressure from Wayne Masters and Quinton Thompson. These guys want the front position. Lee Thompson hasn't got it that easy this time.
I was about to say, Lee Thompson with a little bit more pressure than what he had in the first heat. Masters' car has been sorted out very, very well. It's in 3rd place down, putting pressure onto Gossman. Can he make a maneuver into gate corner? They're coming up amongst some of the back markers for the first time. It's still Thompson, but it is all about Wayne Masters. Masters. Probably the quickest car on the circuit at the moment is Wayne Masters, and it looks like he might put that into good effect.
I think they're all just sitting there waiting, because if you had a look there, going down towards gate corner, Lee goes defensive and he's pumping his brakes, which means that he might have a brake problem. These guys are all just sitting there going, okay, if you've got a brake problem, it's going to run out soon, and we'll take it then. But Lee has not given up for 1 minute. Wayne Masters goes to the outside, and he blocks, and he catches the car back to the front of Class P. Ryan Thole, then Clayton LaRue, then myself, then Jake Jacob. Clayton LaRue locks the brakes up going into gate. He closes up on Ryan Thole. Ryan learning all about driving in the front of a race. My car a little bit bouncy through there. It's probably not used to 120 kilos on the right front wheel.
I was about to say, yeah, there's definitely some weight advantage that the other guys had over you there, I think. And now coming onto the back straight, getting the drive. Can the time mining machine get up onto the back end of the Martin LaRue Polo? And as they go onto the breakers, look at how he's going to look for a way. It is Ryan Thole coming into Beacon Corner. Now he gets onto the... Oh, he gets it locked up onto the front end and into the middle. Oh, well held, Ryan. I'll get it. Keep it buried, bud. When in doubt, pin it. And he's doing just that.
Yeah, he's got, it's one of those, I've got it, you've got it, no, okay, I'll have it again. And he loses out. Ryan goes to the back of the train. It's Clayton, Jakes, Ryan and myself, and in the background is Votarus. He's sitting there going, if you don't mess around much longer, I'm coming to get you. But we still got Andrew Needham. He's all over the back of Elmer Cruiser. Runs it slightly wide, but out in front is Yanni van Rooyen, chased by, can you believe it, Charles Smallberger. He has managed to get up to behind Yanni. I don't know where Charles has gone, but the lighties are giving the old man a hard run.
Yeah, I think Giles Derrick's car's parked on the side of the end of the main straight there, unfortunately having some problems in the car. But there's a massive gap between first and second and third and fourth in our Class C battle as the Class A's start to come in amongst them. Lee Thompson hasn't had it all his own way this time, and it's going to be even more difficult for him now because he's got back markers to contend with. Blue flags are going to be waving frantically, and Wayne Moss is going to be thinking, hold on a second, what happened to that brake problem on Gossman's car?
Yeah, it's not so much Gossman's car, it's on Lee's car, but these guys are going at it. Lee's got back markers to contend with, and Andy Gossman. So you've got a lot of work to do, Lee Thompson, as he goes up the inside of Elmer Cruiser into Beacon Bend to try and get the slingshot down the road. He makes it stick. Elmer gets out of the way. Andy Gossman dives in behind
Check out the speed differential here. For the very first time, we get to see Class A versus Class C. And here they come down the straight, and they just power past. Cruiser's got no answer. She moves out of the way. Very well driven there from her, and now just tucks in amongst that train. There's Giles Derrick's car on the side as we come to the bottom of the straight into Potters Pass. Quinton goes through, and Quinton Thompson now with a lot of work to do to catch those front three cars because they pulled a bit of a gap on him.
Yeah, he was probably hoping that the C-Class cars would help him a bit, but they haven't. Let's have a look here. Yeah, we've got Jake Jacobs ahead of Clayton LaRue, myself, and then Ryan Thole. Look at this, Clayton goes up the inside. This is for Potters Pass. Who is going to have the kahunas to hold it flat? And Clayton does it. Jakes gets out of it. He's probably thinking, these two oaks are completely insane. Whoa!
I don't want to say anything more than that. Speaking of insanity, folks, yeah, the man sitting next to me right now, that's him on board at the moment, and down into Cochabana. He's now taking the lead, but of course he's got the camera, so he is going to have to slow down and let the other cars through. But let's see whether or not Clayton LaRue can come back at him. They come onto the brakes into Cochabana corner. Now LaRue's right with him. Oh, look how close it is. I was going to give him a tap. Yes, he gave him a tap. That's the way to do it, boy. Oh, Nate, a little bit of comment there?
Yeah, well, if you snooze, you lose, and there it is. I snoozed, I missed the gear, and that was the penalty. But now Clayton LaRue's under pressure from Jakes. Jakes is going to go up the inside of gate. Can he do it? Can he brake late enough? He slams the door. Clayton slams the door on Jakes. Rubs a little bit of paint, but he takes the position back. He's not making the same mistake as he did in the first heat. Clayton LaRue wants to win this one. So does Jakes, so does Ryan, and they are going at it. Jakes goes up the inside. Clayton goes to the outside to get a better drive. Let's go back to Class B. Dean Lester sitting behind Peter Thompson. He's in third position. Chad Bartram has managed to get back into the front from his bad start in the beginning of the race.
There's a problem here on Dean's car. He slowed up dramatically as they came out there. Let's see whether or not he can keep it back together again. Yes, he can. It looked like he missed a gear coming out of the complex. Now they're going onto the back straight away. He's got to catch Thompson and Bartram. The Coastal Kitchens machine is looking to take it 2 out of 2, and Yanni van Rooyen's looking to do the same thing. But here comes Class A. Lee Thompson, followed by Gossman. Then it's Wayne Masters. They're going to be onto the brakes and onto the inside. Yanni van Rooyen just says, I ain't getting involved in this. My car's too pretty to get involved in that.
I'll ride the long way around. You hooligans go up there. the inside. Charles Smallberger does exactly the same thing. A great job from this young man. He is studying every minute of every second of every lap. He is doing an awesome job. He's only 15 years old or 16 years old, still a baby in motorsport, and look at him go already.
Man, you can't believe that the youngster's got so much talent already, but he has come from a big stable of drivers, and hopefully they've given him a little bit of advice on what to do when you get these guys come flying past you. Now, Gosman is under massive pressure now from Doris Way Golf of Wayne Masters. Masters wants pass, he wants pass big time, and he's looking very, very racy. Can he keep that inside line and outdo that man in front of him? Gosman has kept him at bay, but for how much longer can he do that?
I think Gosman must have the widest Mark II Golf in the world, and that's what Wayne Masters is thinking right now. He goes up the inside. Gosman has run it slightly wide. Wayne puts a touch of pressure onto the door. He's going, hey, let me have a go at him. I also want to try. And down the straight they go. This is Wayne Masters versus Andy Gosman. The Mark II versus the Mark IV. Quinton Thompson sitting behind Wayne Masters in the massive hole that Golf 4 makes, but he still can't do anything about it. And now they're going to Potter's Pass, and he's on the outside. He left, and Quinton comes through as well. No, and he slams the door. Quinton goes to the lawn. These guys are insane.
I was going to say, he lifted off and then climbed back on, and that's exactly what you need to do. Front wheel drive. Don't lift off through Potters because it's going to get completely squirrely. A little bit further back now. That's Eben Rothman. He's in amongst some of the Class P competitors there. And battling royally with Philip Cruiser. There's Cruiser coming into the complex. Then it's Rothman. Then it's Dion Halliday, as we said. He's the man in Class P, and he's about to be eaten up by some more Class P competitors. 4, 5, 6, and 7 on the road. Stuart Mack looking for a way to get up a little bit higher than what he was in the first heat.
Dion getting a rude awakening about East London, but have a look at this scrap. It's still Jake Jacobs and Clayton LaRue and Ryan Thaler. He doesn't know who's got the drive. He chooses behind Jake Jacobs, and Jake pulls him through. Clayton had to lift around the outside. Ryan was not lifting. And have a look here. He takes a slingshot. He's going to go up the inside of Jake's into rifle. Can he make this one stick? Is Jake's going to be able to brake right enough to put Ryan under enough pressure to make a mistake? They're on the brakes. The cars are squirrely. Clayton LaRue goes up the inside. Jake slams the door on Clayton. He dives in behind Ryan. And now it is a drag race to gate.
Drag race to gate indeed, but to drag race to the line, it's going to be Lee Thompson. 2 out of 2 for the day. The checkered flag comes out. The Gallardo IT machine, and he's going to be followed home by Gosman. And Ray Wolford is going to hang on to 3rd place ahead of Quinton Thompson and Derek Smallberger. Class A. Problems right at the end there for Wayne Masters, falling out of contention. Back to Class B though, and here comes the battle. Bartram, Thompson and Lester, the 3 contenders for the crown. And right now the Coastal Kitchens machine looks like it's going to make it 2 out of 2. Or can he be beaten by Thompson on the drag?
A drag race down to the line. It was Ryan Thaler that took it from Clayton and from Jakes in Class B, but it is Class B goes to Chad Bartram.
Great effort there from Thompson, Gosman and Wolford, top in Class A. Tholey, Jacobs and LaRue, your top competitors in Class P.
Hey Lee, a double down here at East London, and it was just a fantastic display of driving. The guys tried to get close to you but couldn't really, but let's talk to you about the weather. I mean, it was like windsurfing out there.
Yeah, look, especially for the guys that drive the Golf 1s, I didn't think I was going to come here this weekend and win both heats. First race I got a break when the guys held each other up. The wind wasn't that bad from the front. The little Golf 1s battle with the aerodynamics on the car. Second race, Andy and Wayne were there the whole time. Doesn't matter how much I try and open a gap in the complex, by the time we get past Potters, my car is just dead in the wind.
Ryan, that combined race at the end of the day, I mean, what a way to end the racing. That was just absolutely amazing. Class P's, you and Jake's taking it. It was like straight out dogfight.
It wasn't so easy though, and some of it was my own doing. I ran out of talent once or twice, especially on the edge of Beacon here, but it was close racing. I mean, you couldn't put I think a cigarette box between us. Jake's, Clayton, Graham, myself, and it was swapping positions lap after lap. It was one of the best races I've ever had, that's for sure.
It certainly was. Class B, Bartram, Thompson and Lester. Yannick van Rooyen in Class C, and a great drive from Charles Smallberger to finish 2nd on the podium.
Yanni, double on the day down at the Windy City. How did it feel?
Great stuff. I worked very hard for this one. The youngsters were giving me a hard time. First Charles in the first heat, and then Charles in the second heat. Went well. Congratulations, but thanks.
Youngsters coming up, I mean, you're taking it to the old guys.
Yeah, for sure. I want to challenge them every time I get the chance. I can learn a lot from these guys. They've been racing for quite a while, so yeah,
lines out there. I mean, the racing in all the categories, especially you guys in the VWs today, has just been really, really close. I think the wind has just knocked you guys around as well.
Yes, this is certainly the track where slipstreaming plays a bigger spot across South Africa. As we proved today, some good racing. You can just close up right to the guy on the end of the straight, and that helps a lot.
In the championship, Lee Thompson maintains his lead. Jake Jacobs, Class P and second place overall. Class B is still Dean Lester down in fourth, and Class C, Yannick van Rooyen in sixth. Catch the next round of Goldwagen at the Pro Tour on the 10th of October at Zwartkops. A big thanks to Goldwagen for all of this action.